Welcome to Entertainment Weekly's Comic-Con studio. I'm Sam Heifel, and I'm joined now by the cast of Doom Patrol. Welcome.
Hey, hey.
Thank you.
We're talking season 4. Your characters have been through a lot. I'm looking especially at you, and recently I feel like, where do we find them when season 4 picks up?
Yeah, so you find the Doom Patrol in a space where finally we have made the decision, well, by default, that we have to sort of become a team. And we've been fighting that for the last 3.5 seasons. And so that's where you find us, and we're on a journey of actual time travel to something that is very unexpected and very surprising, which lands us in a space where we have to decide what we do. You know, is it the fate of the world, or is it the fate of the Doom Patrol? And who knows what they'll decide.
How is Rita doing as a leader?
I think Rita is doing fabulously as a leader.
Speak for yourself. I mean,
She's a little controlling. Come on, she's kind of a perfectionist. She's a narcissist, and she's insecure. So she's doing a smashing job, I think.
Michelle, obviously you came on in season 3. What was it like for you to kind of join the moving train? What has the experience been like?
It was like a moving train. I mean, I literally had to just hold on for my life, and just kind of, get scooped up into the madness of it all. And it's incredible.
Yeah.
I think what's fun is that it's kind of worked the other way around, where she scooped us into the madness of, where she's come from with the time travel of it all. And now we're sucked into your madness. So let's see how it goes.
Lord. Lord above, Jovan. Speaking of sucking, it's just the most phenomenal show. We just saw the teaser, and I think I found myself in a brilliant show.
No.
Again.
Yeah.
Again.
Somehow it keeps happening.
No, it's pretty phenomenal, I have to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys do. This is such like an amazing world. You guys get to do some absurd things. What is like your favorite like weird out there thing you feel like you've gotten to do on this show?
Oh, we probably all have different viewpoints. For me, it was going up the donkey's ass, and also because that was my introduction to the series. Is the first time that I had been in the world of the Doom Patrol and happened straight away.
That was like your first scene?
Yeah, that was that was I came in episode 2, so that was the first thing that happened, and it was a great introduction to what the show was going to be and what we were going to get into. And obviously it got a lot more weirder, a lot more wackier, but that was a great place to start,
Yeah.
Up a donkey's ass.
Up a donkey's, yeah. You don't get to be up a donkey's ass every day.
A great place to start. How much of the show is like special effects? Like, how much is practical, I guess, is the question, versus special effects?
I feel like there's a good mix, really.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
but then again, there's a lot of balls and charts.
A lot of balls
A
and
lot
charts.
of balls and charts.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what that is, that means that they come out at the end of a scene where you've been pretending to have your head up a donkey's ass. He didn't actually have his head up a donkey's ass.
That was the balls and charts that made
then
it.
that's when they bring the balls and charts out. And so yeah, I think there's a good mix, but I would say probably more special effects than actual donkeys.
Yeah, I think what's cool though is that we have so much practical elements about our show. Like even when it comes down to the suits, like on most shows or movies, that's where a lot of it would be special effects. But everything is practical for us, and especially even like when we do a lot on set and some stuff on location as well. And so it feels like a really nice balance, to be honest.
Feels like a real world because of the production design and because of the sets that are so fully realised that you could point the camera 360 degrees and you'd still be in the world of Doom Patrol. I think that helps us as actors.
Yeah. And we always get like practical things that help us, like with the butts in previous season, we do actually have live butts that we can act with.
They're big.
Yeah.
They are
And
big
huge.
butts.
Really?
They're
Yeah.
big butts.
I've got big
but
butts,
I cannot
and
lie.
Wow.
No motherfucker can deny. I like big butts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lots of practicality in our show.
April,
Yes. Yes. Guys.
bring us back.
And scene.
Well, we are at Comic-Con. I'm very curious, like, what are your fan interactions like? What do the fans want to know about this show?
I mean, there's been a few that I've had to point out in the street that I can't actually travel all space and time through space and time.
Oh man, that's probably a
Really,
bummer.
I even had to point that out to Neil deGrasse Tyson of
No.
Cosmos. Oh, I did. He was a huge fan of the show. But no, I can't. You know, I'm just a jobbing actor that's just happy to be in work, but I can't actually. I don't have a time machine. Clearly.
Yeah, I think also the fans also they for me personally, I get a lot of questions about what from the comics are going to be introduced into the next season, and because we've got such great material to pull from, and the Room Patrol, which is our writers' room, they do such a great job at pulling out a lot of cool and fun stuff that people really want to see. So it's always like, what can we expect this season, or are you guys going to follow a story of this or follow a story of that, and what edition of the comic books are you guys going to be pulling from? So that's a big thing. But I feel like they've also been really appeased with how much material has been from the comics and stuff like Danny the Street and all of these things that you really want to see within the Doom Patrol in live action that we get the glory of being able to portray.
Yeah.
The glory of, wow. Yes.
It's true because for them, like the fandom is like they're really into it. Like they're so informed.
Right.
So for them there is a kind of glory to it. We
Yeah.
get to play out their fantasies.
Yeah.
And mine as well. Like Rita has a fabulous costume for fighting crime this season. Yeah.
She does.
Check it out. She does. Yeah, practical. The costume. Yeah, there's a beret, there's a cape.
Yeah.
Like
Oh my
it
gosh.
feels really good. She has a code name. It's her dream come true. So
Yeah.
I think
She's a killer.
yeah.
One question I do get a lot is, can I see out of my eye? No,
You
I
cannot.
can't. I'm always acting with one eye. Little food
He's
for thought
always
there.
got his eye on
There
you.
we
How
go.
long did it take you to get used to that? How many walls did you walk into?
Well, when we first did it, LJ, our super suits designer, she gave me an eye patch, and so I was kind of walking around like Jack Sparrow for a little while, just trying to get used to it. And mainly, it's the depth perception. When you lose one eye,
Sure.
if someone throws you a tennis ball, you think that it's here, but
Which
really
we did
it's gone
a
through
lot.
your head.
We did.
Right.
We did that a lot.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of how I was able to get used to it. But you never really do get used to having one eye.
No.
Yeah.
That's why you enjoyed the other part of the season because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
exactly.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Sorry,
Wait a
is that a
minute.
spoiler? I don't
No,
know.
that's that
No, that
season
happened.
3.
I was
Yeah.
watching season 3 when we do the dance episode, like when we're dancing to Forever Young. It's
Yeah,
the best.
yeah.
And it was the first time I realized that you were dancing with everyone with one eye. And
yeah.
I was like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's why I had to hold the hand really
so
tight to know where I'm
difficult.
going, because it was like, yeah. So
Just
it worked
bumping
out.
into
It
people
worked
all
out.
over.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It's beautiful. So,
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you guys for stopping by.
Of course, thanks for having us.
And everybody else, stay tuned to EW.com for all your New York Comic Con needs.
that's right.